This is a fun experimental process that is perfect for freeing up your creativity. So let's play. Grab your paper. I'm using heavyweight watercolor paper or mixed media paper, and you're going to tape it into 4 sections and then put a color wash on top. I used acrylic paints. I did red, yellow, and blue, and a warm white and a regular white. And I'm just going back in and softening some of these colors. But I taped down before I put any colors on, and I didn't record that part, but it was a white sheet of paper. And I'm just loosely applying just some colors. I'm getting some of my inspiration from this painting over here. The teapot, the little bird vase, teacups, my plums on a plate. So once that dries, you want to get a Neocolor II or a chalk pastel and just start loosely sketching in your items that you would find on your table. You would find maybe a plate. And what would you put on your plate? Would you put lemons or oranges or plums? It's your choice. And you can put a teapot. That's what I'm putting in. And this is supposed to be really loose, nothing perfect. You're just sketching it in. So once you have it all sketched in on all the tape, go in and put in your shadows up underneath your plates. I'm using a navy blue. You could use purple. And just go through and put in your shadows. Under my this one's going to be glass, so under that top left one, I did kind of a dry brush technique. So maybe this part right here is going to be my table. That hard edge is the top of my table, and you're just going to go around and form your, I've got a vase here. You could have anything there. Same thing on the other side. And now I'm just kind of spreading that color all around my table. Some in my vase. And you kind of have to trust the process because it's a bit of a messy middle. Now you're going to start applying some more opaque colors in your plates. I've added just a touch of my yellow and a little blue and made my color for my cup. And here I've gone back to a white with a touch of the warm white and traced around my vase. Same with this vase. My vessels are going to be clear, so I want to leave as much as my background colors shining through. I'm adding a saucer. Now this is my teapot, and I've mixed my blue, well, actually I added a little black on my palette, and I used yellow ochre and my black and a touch of my blue, my ultramarine blue, and it comes up with a beautiful gray-green color. Because you want value, everything is pretty light, so I wanted a little bit of a contrast. Defining my edges. And here I'm making a lemon, so I've put a little bit of a darker color on the bottom, and then I'll go back on top with more of a cooler lemony yellow on top. When you put the shadows under your objects, it grounds them. It keeps them from looking as if they're just floating off the page. This lemon is cut in half. And if you do these little dashes, I'm using kind of a navy with a touch of pink in it. Little dash all around. Now you're going to take blue, and I double loaded it with blue and a little white, and I'm just going on top of those dashes. The dashes are your shadows to your blueberries. And don't fiddle with them too much, just plop them in. I've never seen a perfect blueberry in real life either, so if you double load your brush with the blue and a little bit of white, it'll naturally form your shadows and kind of a little spot that looks like the light is hitting it. Now these are my leaves that are coming up, and you notice that I just go right over the tape. You're going to ignore the tape. Pretend like the tape is not even there. I'm adding leaves, changing up my colors, going from dark to light and light to dark. This color is yellow ochre with just a touch of black in it. And now I'm just adding some kind of a fuchsia pink color mixed with just a touch of blue. And I'm going dark first, Again, ignore your tape, just keep going. Now I've added a touch of white, and so I'm hitting just around the edges of the dark. Now here are my plums. And I've got to make them not float, so I've added a little shadow. And now I'm coming in with another color, but still leaving a little bit of that blue shining through. It just gives it interest. Now we're working on our tablecloth. I started off with a creamy white, and then I've gone back and adding more of a seafoam blue. And just defining my edges. I think this project works best if you only lay out a limited palette. So each square in the end will match or coordinate better. And I've changed my shadow color just a little, just so they're not every single one. The navy, I've added a little bit of a bend to that color. And I'm doing my bird vase. I'm really just trying to bring the color of the teapot down to the bottom as well. Just adding a little pattern, adding a pear. Now I'm going back with, these are oil pastels. Now this is going to be a slice of a lemon. Redefining the other slice of that lemon. Adding a few highlights. Now, I did use a heat gun before I did this step. You can use a hairdryer if you do not have one. So you peel your tape off. And now you're going to cut each piece off. Now you have all 4 pieces, each unique, each could stand on their own. You could mat them and frame them, or you could frame them all together. And you see how you can see all the little brush strokes and nothing is perfect. You enjoyed today's lesson, and until next time, keep creating.